Today, Louisville Metro Police plan to release body camera video from the department's latest officer-involved shooting. About 2 weeks ago, someone shot Officer Brandon Haley while he was conducting a traffic stop in the Chickasaw neighborhood. Investigators say those shots came from a nearby home. At our latest update, Haley is still recovering in the hospital. So far, no one's been charged directly with his shooting. LMPD is expected to release that video at 2 o'clock today. We'll be there. Follow those updates online and on air beginning at 4. Well, police have arrested an Ohio couple nearly 4 months after the murder of a woman in Spencer County. Monday, Kentucky State Police arrested Kimberly Walton and Edith Weddy in Cincinnati after executing multiple search warrants. KSP said detectives obtained those warrants after the coroner determined Christiana Walker's death was a homicide. Troopers found her body inside a home on Chapman Road in Spencer County back in May while responding to a house fire, though it's unclear how the couple is connected to Walker's death. A Louisville man accused of a domestic violence murder pleaded not guilty this morning. Police say Jalen Forrest was found with the victim inside of a home in the St. Denis neighborhood Monday. Police said someone called 911 to report an assault off Broadleaf Drive. An autopsy found the victim was beaten and strangled. Forrest is behind bars on $500,000 bond. Today, loved ones will remember a child in a Crestwood crash killed last weekend. 10-year-old Jake Luxemburger died Saturday off I-71 in Oldham County. Kentucky State Police say a driver led troopers on an interstate chase. When that man took the Crestwood exit, he hit the SUV that Jake and his grandmother were in, killing the boy. The family said the grandmother is recovering. Now, Jake's visitation is from 2 to 8 today. It continues tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, followed by a memorial service at 11. Both are happening at Stuff's Funeral Home in Crestwood. A GoFundMe has also been set up to help the family with funeral expenses. If you'd like to help, we have that link on our website, WHAS11.com. We'll take a look at this video from our Sky 11 drone shot from a parking lot near Slugger Field. It is the remnants from street racing, and today one man answered to that charge before a judge. The man charged is Kavira Batangaza. Witnesses said they saw more than 100 vehicles racing and blocking the intersection over at Witherspoon and Preston downtown. He is charged with racing on public roads and reckless driving. Now, that same night, LMPD officers arrested another man for racing on Preston Highway. Witnesses told police more than 300 cars were doing burnouts in a parking lot. According to his arrest citation, officers managed to pull over Wilker Bravo, who they saw speeding and driving recklessly close to crowds of people. Police say Bravo had opened beer cans in his car and had told police he'd been drinking. He's facing charges for racing, DUI, and driving without a license. He's expected in court tomorrow. Now to continued frustrations over living conditions at Metro housing properties. You may remember this video showing dirt and mold inside Dosker Manor last month. Some of those residents spoke directly to local leaders last night, and they didn't paint a pretty picture. Our Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie have their story.
I mean, mice, bad plumbing, no stove working.
Louisville Metro Housing Authority residents voicing their concerns to the board and President Lisa Osaka, who plans to resign. This is what we've seen with our own cameras in the past weeks at Dosker Manor. Black mold, bug infestation, crumbling walls, and dirty floors.
Feces and urine and bloody sanitary napkins, and it's just the inhaling it, breathing, I have to wear a mask.
Danielle Laird has lived at Dosker Manor for 3 years and has moved to a second unit due to unsanitary living conditions. She says she hasn't seen an exterminator in months.
I was attacked by mice and I'm attacked by flies now, but no one has been out there to spray my apartment.
The barrage of complaints didn't fall on deaf ears. LMHA board members were in attendance, some virtually, and their only goal was to listen and hear the complaints. Since this was a regular meeting with public comment, there were no decisions made yet. Some Metro Council members like Barbara Shanklin from District 2 hope this will be the start of a partnership to address the concerns and frustrations.
This board sat there and did nothing for all these years. So hopefully we'll get new people, just like we have on the council.
Until then, Shanklin is hoping the residents can be moved to a safer living environment. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 on your side.
Now, the Housing Authority Director, Lisa Osanka, previously told us in a statement her team operates almost 2,800 units and strives to maintain local property maintenance codes and federal inspection standards. She went on to say about 1,000 other units are managed by third-party property managers who are held to those same standards. And though Osanka resigned, she will continue to serve until the mayor appoints her replacement. We have details on the next Metro Housing meeting in this story on WHAS11.com. Kentucky's Republican candidate governor is shedding light on his stance on abortion. For many months now, Attorney General Daniel Cameron has voiced his staunch support for Kentucky's current abortion ban as it is. But now he appears to be shifting his tone a bit. If elected, he'd support adding some exceptions. Our Isaiah Kim Martinez explains what would get Cameron on board to amend the ban.
One of the most vocal defenders of Kentucky's abortion ban now shifting his tone.
If our legislature was to bring legislation before me that provided exceptions for rape and incest, I would sign that legislation. There's no question about that.
The state's Republican nominee in the race for governor, Daniel Cameron, for the first time publicly voiced his support to amend Kentucky's trigger law. The conversation on News Radio 840 WHAS prompted after this attack ad from Governor Andy Beshear's re-election campaign.
Daniel Cameron thinks a 9-year-old rape survivor should be forced to give birth.
Look, I'm going to make sure that we have a culture of life here, but the things that have been said in these ads, they are shameful.
Throughout his campaign and time as Attorney General, Cameron has been an advocate for Kentucky's 2 laws restricting abortion. Here he was in June of 2022, the same day Roe v. Wade was struck down.
I must commit to defending and implementing those laws. There is no rape and incest exception.
In a statement sent to WHAS 11 News, a spokesperson for the Cameron campaign saying, quote, Daniel Cameron has consistently been the pro-life candidate for governor and supports the Human Life Protection Act. But if the situation in Kentucky were to change and the legislature brought him a bill to add exceptions for rape and incest, he would, of course, sign it. Meanwhile, the Beshear campaign telling us, quote, either recent polling numbers have changed Cameron's core beliefs or he is lying to Kentuckians now that he is 7 weeks from an election. We also talked to State Representative Jason Nemes, a Republican who sponsored a bill earlier this year to add these very exceptions. Do you believe exceptions are possible to be passed next session?
Yeah, I think it's possible. We're going to have the conversation again. We continue to have those conversations.
Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.